Hey guys, it's me again, Flo, with yet another fufu recipe. You guys should tell me when to stop, because if you leave me, we'll be eating fufu all year long on this channel. Yes, I have a lot more where all these ones you've seen came from. And today we'll be making Nni Oka. Nni Oka is a fufu meal you would want to serve when you want to feed a large crowd. Yes, because it's cheaper than semolina. It feels like semolina, but it's cheaper to make it. So when you're feeding a large number of people, you want to make Nni Oka. To make Nni Oka, you will need cornmeal. This brand of cornmeal is very popular outside Nigeria. They have the yellow cornmeal and the white cornmeal. You can use any of those. If you're in Nigeria, just go to a Nigerian market and ask them for corn flour for making Alibo. Please note that this is not the very fine corn flour or corn starch. That one is for when you want to make akamu. Then you need cassava flour. This is not cassava starch. You need moderately coarse cassava flour, that is akpumpo. For the perfect consistency of Nni Oka, you will need 4 parts of cassava flour to 1 part of corn flour. Which brings me to the confusion surrounding the name of this fufu meal. The literal meaning of Nni Oka is corn fufu, which is a weird name for a fufu meal where the ratio of cassava to corn is 4:1. But yes, that's what we call it. You can call it Alibo. Yeah, some people call it Alibo. So if you're measuring with this standard cup, you want to add 1 cup of cassava flour and a 1/4 cup of coarse corn flour. And if you're measuring with a painter, you want to add 4 painters of cassava flour and 1 painter of coarse corn flour. A lot of families in Nigeria who eat Nni Oka at home, what they do is they will buy 1 tin of corn flour, buy 4 tins of cassava flour and mix everything together in a pan, put it in a bag and store so that they can take from there and make whenever they want to eat. So I'm going to make the perfect Nni Oka mix by measuring 4 cups of cassava flour and 1 cup of cornmeal or coarse corn flour. Mix them very well till both are well combined. Then from here, I'll take the quantity I want to make. Just like any time I want to make a fufu meal from flour, I use the reverse technique. Knowing that I can comfortably consume Nni Oka that is prepared with 1.5 cups of water, I pour 1.5 cups of water into a pot. When it boils, I reduce the heat to low and start adding the cassava and corn flour mix by continuously sprinkling it into the water while stirring at the same time with a spatula. Once I notice the slightest resistance on my spatula, I stop adding the flour and continue mixing till I get a dough without lumps. There's another method of making Nni Oka which involves cooking the corn flour first, then adding the cassava flour later. But that method is more complicated than this one. When you're happy with the mix, add a few drops of water. Cover it and let it steam all over on low heat. Mix again till well combined and it is ready to be served with any Nigerian soup for swallows. Some people ask, Flo, must we wrap it in a cling film? Yes, to make fufu more presentable in restaurants and for a party, wrapping it up is a good idea. It makes serving it easy and the fufu does not dry out by the time you need to serve it. But at home, you can serve your family members without wrapping it up, especially if you will eat immediately after making it. Just make a mountain like this and serve. This mountain must be removed. Bye bye. See you soon.